I keep on asking myself, how come I'm not seeing this story trending on YouTube? We have all these large so-called conservative platforms, and this story is not trending. They're talking about Greta Thunberg being arrested and all this other BS, which to me is like, these are nothing burger stories. This to me is the biggest story in the last 3 years. This is the biggest story in the last 3 years, and nobody's carrying it. You got Blaze TV, you got all the big wigs on Daily Wire, Candace Owens, Ben Shapiro. You got Black Conservative Perspective. He has over 500,000 subscribers. The Quarterin, he has like 1 point something million, right? I'm expecting these large channels to, post this because I have a pretty small channel. I'm like, if I post it, it's not really going to go nowhere. So I'm going to just wait and see who posted first and then, see what they say about it. I am not seeing anything. And I've known about this since Tuesday. Now, granted, this happened since Friday, right? Friday was actually the 13th, which I didn't even pay attention to. But that's when the decision came down. Between the 13th and the 16th, I was quite busy. I was preoccupied, you know, with personal family business. So I did not know about this. However, I found out about it on the 17th. And when I found out about it, I wanted to do a story immediately. I was like, you know what? No, because this came out a few days ago. Let me, go through my social media first. Let me go through the news, etc. Let me, do a little bit of investigative journalism myself and see who's going to carry it. To my dismay, nobody has carried it. And I'm left to wonder why. Like, these guys talk a good game, they talk a good conservative game, but to me, this right here, I mean, Judge Gerardinary wrote in his ruling that Kathy Hochul and the New York State Department of Health overstepped their authority. You know how long people have been saying this? People have been saying this since the get-go. Do you know how many people lost their jobs? I'm one of those people. Have been saying this since the get-go. Like, nah, man, you can't just do this. We have the Constitution. Now you're telling people they have no religious freedom to even object. Like, what are you talking about? What kind of dystopian future are we living in? And we are in the minority. We're the few. Right? Everybody else is just going for it. Like, well, they put in the mandate, and you just gotta do what Uncle Joe say. That's what it is, right? Real bunch of spineless people we got out here, man. No backbone, absolutely none. So everybody went for the okey doke, right? That does not mean a lot of people did not lose their jobs, because from what they're saying, I mean, in different fields, right? In medical, NYPD, fire department, transit, etc. The different places that people was like, hey, listen, man, nah, no, I'm not doing it. So what are you gonna do? And obviously, different fields had different timetables. If you're a certain field, you had to take it by this time. And of course, there was, some of them you had the unions fighting on behalf of the employees, which was, admirable. A lot of cases not. So that was bad. But I think this is huge, man. This is a huge win. But you don't understand how many law firms in New York City did not want to touch this. How many places I approached, right, and sent emails to. They refused to even look at it. It's like, oh, well, I know it's already law, so there's really nothing we can do about it right now. You could challenge it if you know what you're doing. Like, this is why, man, I do not equate education to being an intellectual. You could be well educated and be DAF, dumb as, right? You could be well educated, but the basic principles of intellectualism just, they seem to escape you. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these firms I contacted, and it's like, Like, do you people even know what the Constitution is? Have you ever read it? Like, how did you get this job? How are you working in this big firm in New York City? And you're telling me this is okay with you and you're not going to challenge it. Even if you, let's say you didn't have any clients, right? But now you have a prospective client who is almost a sure thing and you're not going to go after it. All the firms in New York that turn people down, y'all should be ashamed. Y'all should close y'all doors and go work in sanitation. You know, the New York strongest, go over there and grow a backbone. You know, go do some backbreaking work. Yeah, y'all don't belong in the field of law at all. But I think this is amazing news, the best in the last 3 years, and um, yeah, I think it was time this woman got put in her place because at the end of the day, without that title, she's just you're nobody. You know what I mean? Where the hell is Bill de Blasio now? Nobody knows. Nobody cares. You know, after that title is done, especially if you leave on a bad note, you're finished. Nobody wants to have nothing to do with you. And this, I hope she's remembered for this and never given another position in the public or to serve ever. Ever. Because these people let power go to their head instead of using the little bit of brains that they have. But anyways, that's my take on that, man. This is amazing news. Please share it with everybody you know. Of course, like the video and be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.